Be okay, big dreams of Hollywood, skylines and private planes, bright lights and brighter days. And one day I'd be okay. Oh yeah, dreams of Hollywood. I turn my Rex to riches, go Jordan on these Pippins. My outfit make a statement that you can't put in a sentence. Nike checks, I do it. Rock high tops like a hooper. Ahead of my time, I take you back into the future. Fuck, waiting on the new year. This the new me, I'ma do your suit and time ain't never suit your but keep.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy WTP back with another one, and today we got the current social media champion, Jay Knight, who successfully won the title at last event's Game Changer. And right now, like he said when we first started, or before we started, this is his moment. It's his moment to shine. Because last time we had him and other members of Oro here on the podcast. So this time it's his show, he says. So I'm gonna let him take it away and introduce himself.
Took you long enough. Tired of you yapping. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Jay Knight. I am your Foot 360 social media champion. I am the cheat code, the greatest DLC to ever exist. Player one, whatever you want to call me, just make sure you call me the GOAT. I am the champion. I am one half of the Twin City Tag Team Champions. I am the greatest champion in NCW history, and that includes over Kane Carter.
Over Kane Carter, man, those are some strong words right there. But you are a champion right now within NTW. Kane Carter has no titles at the moment,
Exactly.
but he is off doing his own thing in other places. And I'm not going to go into too many details with that, but I am going to jump right into what happened at last event, Game Changer 2. We all thought you were injured. Let's be real. We all thought you were still suffering from the neck injury. You had the neck brace on. You had us all thinking like, man, this man's hurt. His neck's hurt. Is he going to be able to get back in there? Last minute, you jump in the ring, and what happened. So, were
First
you
of all,
cleared that day, or what happened?
so I was cleared that morning. On the road up there, I received my messages saying like, "Hey, all the scans look good. You're all good." But I didn't jump in the ring. I was invited. I was provoked by Cobra. I was there as a fan because I was still a little sore. It's a long ride, the neck tightens up over, a few hours in the car. And I have my brace on just, for my own safety, just playing it safe. And I don't even get punched in the face. I get punched in the neck. He wanted to end my career. So I ended his.
Well, I mean, you really did because the stipulation was you win the title, he's fired. And Deshaun, being the man of his word, made that happen right after the match. Cobra is no
And
longer in NTW, uh, and he's not a champion.
and just
And that was
and
a lot
out
due
of
to your part
respect
as
for
well.
Cobra, seeing that I ended his career and all, his name is still on the championship. And this is the only way he'll be elevated to different heights is if I carry him there.
Hmm. I think that's more of a J Knight mind games with Cobra, even though Cobra can't be there no more.
It's okay. He can watch
But
the
we're
sideline.
not gonna we're not gonna get into that. Now, during your whole encounter with Cobra and Deshaun going on, we saw some special guests getting involved in that moment. We had Big Rod and Brady Brown come out to the ring. What are your thoughts on that? Were you surprised at all that they showed up?
Very, very, very surprised. I like Rod though. I like Rodzilla. He's a great talent. He's a decorated man. He's a champion, much like myself. But Brady, on the other hand, Brady Brown, Pillsbury Doughboy, I don't like him. I cannot stand Brady Brown in the slightest. And any chance I get to talk bad on his name, I will take it with joy.
I believe you because every time we bring up Brady, you do have a lot to say about the man. And it was a shock to me because I did see him in the pre-show leading up to the event, and I was like, "What is Brady Brown doing here? RTB? What's going on here?" And then later on, he brings out Big Rod, and I'm like, "Whoa, what's happening here?" I've seen
I
this
can't
man everywhere but in NTW.
I can't stand RTB. Matter of fact, Sean and Corey, the ones who matter, I hate them. That's why we can cheer to. I think it's Cordova's son.
I believe so.
Yeah, we can cheer to him for fun in front of Brady.
Man, that's the ultimate disrespect right there. But with that being said, another guy that showed up making his return to NTW was Joey Renegade. Now, do you got any words for him for kind of getting involved with your business or what?
Yeah, I do. What exactly makes you a renegade, Joey? Like, what? Like, why are you a renegade? But no, if you want a shot at my championship, all you have to do is ask. I've been begging for an opponent, but also you're not on my level to be a challenger. Get some wins first. Build that resume. Show me why you earned this title shot, and then maybe I'll consider giving you a look.
Man, I mean that's one reason why you are a champion. You're a fighting champion. You're all over social media. You're calling everybody out. You're naming names, dropping these promos. You dropped one just yesterday or Monday, correct?
Yes, sir. On Ace Alexander,
And
Suave. Why? Like, Ace, you're not even an NTW superstar like that. You've been here all but like twice. You haven't even been here for a cup of coffee. You think you've earned a shot at my championship? But
man,
like I said, I want challengers. I want to make this belt mean something, unlike the previous champion. So this is my challenge to Ace. I'll put this on the line. You put your grand championship on the line, and we'll see who's better.
oh, so you want a title for title match, huh?
I want a title for title match.
Hopefully, everyone that needs to know this is listening to this when this airs because need to make that happen. That would actually be a really good match between you two guys. As a fan speaking here, that would be a good match. Now,
I,
not only
I
did you
just hope
drop
he's man
that
enough for.
promo, we'll see. Suave is always listening. He's always gonna, answer if you ask him. But you dropped that promo. You dropped others. The one I'm really interested in was the one you released a little bit after Game Changer with you and Drew, because some stuff happened at Game Changer involving Drew's match, him and Dante. Now, before we get into the promo, what happened during the match? Because it looked like there was some miscommunication.
So look, everybody's been pushing this narrative. Is Oro fighting? Is there some infighting? Are they okay? We're fine. Emotions were running high for Drew. That was his highest profile match, and just things happen. The sun got in my eyes. I didn't see that. Who was it? Tucson. I didn't see that Tucson ducked and Drew got caught with the street sign. It wasn't personal. I wasn't aiming for him, and I feel like he's a little upset, but he has to understand it wasn't personal. Things happen. He should be happy for his brothers. Dante, he's the cruiserweight champion. I'm the social media champion. He's sure enough to be a champion soon. He just has to wait his turn.
I mean, I understand that might have been some, mishap, but how did Drew take it? Because it looked like right after the match, when you were trying to talk to him and pat him on the back, kind of just brushed you off and walked away from you. Like, what was that?
I don't know, man. He's an emotional giant. If you press the right button, he's a loose cannon. But that's also why he's our big man. He's our bodyguard. because we know if we say, "Hey, get him," he got him.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it happen in the past. We've seen the big man, do what he has to do in his own way. But have you spoken to him since then? Have you said anything other than that one promo that we're about to talk about?
We've spoken here and there. I checked on him while I was on my vacation to Florida, and he's been in the gym. He's been working hard, and as far as I know, he's been getting ready for September 20th.
Which is going to be the next battle within NTW. You got Oral Gang, their best five, versus NTW, the Toyman Chris Hill's best five. Now, the 5-on-5, the actual participants haven't been named, but I'm going to assume we could be seeing you three involved in that match.
I don't
Is
see
that
why
safe
not.
to
If you're
say?
talking about, I don't see why not. If you're talking about the best in Oro, it has to be us three, along with Red Chambers.
And then one other person, which is going to be an interesting pick. But the Toy Man's
I
best five,
say,
that's another one.
but like, who does Toyman even have? Like,
I mean,
what five could possibly compare?
that's gonna be an interesting pick. I would probably have to say one of my boys would be Tex Mex. We'll have to see where the U.S. champ is at. We'll have to see whoever else Toy Man wants to pick. We were assuming it was going to be Razor Ray, but unfortunately he retired not that long after the Game Changer. So we'll just have to wait and see who he
Rightfully
picks
so.
out. And we can expect that announcement to come pretty soon.
Swear to God, if I see Keelik
Now,
Sunrise in there, I'm gonna.
that would be an interesting pick, Helix Sunrise. Um, he had a great matchup, by the way. But I'll get into
He
that
did,
another day with
but
him. Yeah, and then of course, at the end of his match, stuff happened, but we're not going to get into that. We're here to talk
that's what I'm
about
out.
Jay, good old Jay here, the champ.
Hey, I was there for that. We have 4K footage of us stomping out Keelik Sunrise.
I am the owner of that 4K footage, so I think I remember.
Nah,
But
Flame had his phone in the ring, and we were recording it as we were beating him up.
oh, okay, that explains a lot. That's where the other side footage came from. Now, other than Game Changer, all this was going on with you guys. Are y'all going to be on the same page when the next event happens? When
We'll be on the
this
same
big
page.
matchup occurs?
I'm locked in. Flame's locked in. Drew's
Okay.
he's locking in. He's not quite there, but he's locking in. So, and we have plenty of
All
time
right.
to get
Can't wait.
anything settled.
All right. Beef between brothers is normal. It happens. So we'll just have to see. Now, other than NTW, everything that's going on there, we've seen you in other places as well.
Yes, sir.
One of those places is ROW, your training grounds.
The home field.
Nah. Yeah.
It's a great.
You've been in action. You've also been in some tag team action over there. Saw some highlights from your latest match. Now, how are you feeling? Not only wrestling in NTW, Hype and Glory, traveling all over Texas, but also in your home state, home city, Houston, wrestling in ROW.
That was a bit more of like a fever dream of I grew up watching this man Booker T, and now he's critiquing me, telling me if I'm doing good or bad, and he's just my boss now. We're coworkers. That was a weird adjusting period over these last 3 years, but it's definitely pushed me to sharpen up my game every month. Every time we have a show, I'm always all right. Cool. What do you need from me? What can I do? training classes. We're there almost every day, and if I'm not able to train, I go up after hours, give me a workout in, still get some cardio in the ring, just to keep myself fresh. You know, can't allow yourself to get stagnant. You can't plateau in this business. You gotta evolve. You gotta adapt, and that's where a lot of people fall short. Is they get comfortable where they're at.
I can probably agree with that one. I mean, I have seen your videos not only on Facebook, but also Instagram, and every now and then TikTok. You're in the ring. You're perfecting your game, your craft, hitting the ropes hard, doing your high flying stunts. Which I saw the one with the mat. You're doing the the plaid with the splash and everything. I'm like, man, this guy just stays consistent. Now, do you owe that a lot of that credit to a teacher like Booker T, who pushes you to do better than what you can do?
So I credit a lot of my psychology to Booker T, but a lot of my in ring comes from coaches like Gino Medina, Ryan Davidson, Clay Roberts, Brian Keith, men like that, Izzy James, men that have like mentored me in the ring and like helped me break down fundamentals and just focus on not doing moves for the sake of doing it, but knowing my technique and my craft so well, I can do it in my sleep.
Now, is some of your inspiration, like I'm just gonna ask, like some of the inspiration that's involved with this comes from like guys that are making it right now and gals like Roxanne
It is,
Perez and Zilla Fatu who also trained with Booker T. Like
yes,
if
sir.
they can make it, I know I can get there too.
A lot of that does come from a competitive standpoint of I know given the chance I can outshine them. Zilla Fatu is an amazing talent. He is an amazing worker. But if you put me in a ring with him, I'll probably outwork him.
I mean, would you outwork Miss Roxanne? Because I don't know, that girl probably crazy.
I don't know. Roxanne can move. She's a hell of a talent in ring. But I'm not gonna count myself out either. I might get tired after a good 20 minutes, but I'll still push it
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, she's doing her thing right now. Obviously on Raw, and then Zilla's hitting all across the country,
everywhere.
and you're on your way to doing that as well. Because you not only do you work in Texas, you work in every now and then Kansas or Arkansas.
Yep, I've been in Arkansas. I've been in Alabama. We're working on Kansas. I'm working on a Connecticut promotion. I got a guy in Canada, Wes Barker. He's been waiting on me to get my paperwork right. He'll get me out in Canada. So at J Knights One International, hopefully next year. So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
Oh man, if you get Canada, you gotta let me know because I got a few podcast buddies that will love to talk to you when you hit to Canada.
I'm all
So that
for it.
we
I'm
can
always
definitely
looking
make that happen. Yeah. I mean, sounds like you
to
got
get
a
in
lot going
contact.
on too, because
Yep. I'm a busy
yeah.
man. I got my eyes on Wrestling Revolver, whether that be the Texas shows or their home shows in Ohio. I got family out there that wanted to see me wrestle, so I'm working on getting in contacts with them.
Hey, I mean, if you ever want to watch this guy wrestle, make sure you check out our live streams for NTW. Yeah, because he is definitely a good worker. My personal issues with him, I try to separate that from the actual wrestling he does in the ring. And I can tell you, I'm a fan of his and his two brothers as well, all of NTW. I'm really excited to see what they do at the next show. Now, before we wrap this up, do you have any words for any of the challengers out there that are aiming to take that title or any other title you have?
To Juicy Joe Angelo, figure out what your deal is with the posse first before you worry about Jay Knight. To Ace Alexander, I welcome you. Just leave Brady Brown at home. Let's see who else is there. Tequilix, because apparently he just likes getting handed title shots from losing the cruiserweight title shot to getting a world title shot. You come from my belt, it's gonna be the same result. You're losing. Um, to Cobra, if you somehow weasel your way back into the company, you're not getting this back. I'll see who else. There's a long list of people, but not enough time. So to everybody, to the NCW locker room or anybody that wants to come in to NCW, I'm not a hard man to find. I'm not a hard man to contact. I'll set up the match.
Strong words from the champ. I love it. And as always, everyone can find you on Instagram, YouTube. Is that correct? You have a YouTube channel?
I do not have a YouTube channel yet, but that is a work in progress.
Okay,
so I have
Instagram, Facebook,
Instagram,
TikTok.
Yes, sir. Instagram, JKnightP1, and I believe TikTok is the same username. And then can't give out Facebook. This government.
And as always, I'll tag it in there for you. And last time he said he was open to bookings. Don't know what his schedule is. You'll have to ask him if you want to schedule that.
I'm always looking to hit it.
Okay. So thank you again, man. I really do appreciate you coming on here, spending time with us again. Can't wait to see what you do at the next event.
Glad to be back. Thank you for having me.
And
I got some things in mind for the next event.
And if y'all want to catch up with him, like I say, he's all over social media. He's always posting. You're going to have to go check out those promos he's always posting. Last one was about Ace Alexander. And he has quite a few. He has X wars going on with somebody, or Twitter wars, however they call it these days. But you have to go check all of that out for yourself because he's always on social media. Like, I can guarantee that.
I'll probably have a promo up again one day.
He might have one right now. Who knows? He might do one right after this on me. I don't know yet. But again, thank you. And until next time, guys, y'all stay safe. God bless and peace.
Think you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? Dream of hearing the crowd chant your name? Well, welcome to APW Training Ground, the official training school for advanced pro wrestling. Here you'll learn it all, from the fundamentals like rolls, bumps, and running the ropes, to advanced techniques, showmanships, and in-ring psychology. We don't just train wrestlers, we build future superstars. Whether you're chasing the spotlight or chasing greatness, it starts here. Join now. Email trainwithapw@gmail.com to start your journey today.